This woman is about to face a court of law for something truly unimaginable. She's been charged with fraud. She chopped off her own hand in an elaborate plan to claim nearly $1.5 million in an insurance payout. Julia, her boyfriend, and even her father tried to pull off what must be one of the craziest scams in the world. Julia is only 22. She's from Slovenia. And while most of us at 22 would be partying or studying, Julia was planning a sinister get-rich-quick scheme. 1 year before she was caught in 2020, Julia took out 5 different insurance claims. She signed multiple agreements which would allow her to claim on physical injuries and a chopped off hand, paid big money. $1.5 million. Julia would get half of the money immediately if the claim was approved. And $750,000 is enough for anyone to live comfortably. The money felt so close and reachable. All she had to do was sever her own hand. Not a big deal, right? Julia used a circular saw and was able to fully remove her own hand. Her and her boyfriend made their way to the hospital, intentionally leaving behind Julia's hand so it couldn't be reattached. Otherwise, the insurance claim wouldn't be approved. Unfortunately for them, they located Julia's hand and were able to reattach it. So their plan had failed. She went through the excruciating pain and torture for absolutely nothing. After this ordeal had taken place, government bodies noticed some strange factors that would make them believe Julia's story was a huge ploy. The fact that her hand was left behind, that was pretty baffling. Or the insurance claims were only taken out a year prior. And most concerningly, only a few days after Julia severed her hand, her boyfriend's search history included things like, what is it like living with an artificial hand? Can you live a normal life with an artificial hand? The scam had been compromised. Julia, her boyfriend, and her father were all summoned to court in 2020 for fraud. Both Julia's boyfriend and her father had an active involvement in helping Julia carry out this ludicrous scam. Julia was sentenced to 2 years in prison, and her boyfriend was sentenced to 3. But to this day, Julia claims her innocence, stating that, "No one wants to be crippled. My youth has been destroyed. I lost my hand at the age of 20. Only I know how it happened." What do you think? Was she wrongly convicted? Was this just a freak accident? Or one of the biggest scams imaginable? I'll let you decide. One thing's for sure, Julia will always have a permanent reminder of what she did and how it all went wrong.
Hey guys, it's me again. I'm in Hawaii, and normally we listen to plants, but a lot of you have been asking, what do mushrooms sound like? And I found this really cool piece, it's a tree in this bamboo forest, and there are all these amazing little mushrooms on it. In fact, I even have my plant wave sitting on a mushroom there, which is nice. So let's check this out. Let's have a listen. We have one connected there, and we'll listen to these connected through the tree. Tune into this. This is right under that tree you were just listening to. By popular demand, we have more mushrooms to listen to using PlantWave. To clarify, mushrooms are not plants. Mushrooms are their own type of being. Luckily for us, PlantWave actually works with mushrooms as well. So I'm gonna connect here and we're gonna listen. And you might notice this sounds a lot different from the one that we listened to in Hawaii, so let's check it out. Now, I wonder what happens if I connect this to a different mushroom, maybe this one up here that's closer. Ooh, it's already making a little sound there. It's a little bit different, huh? What if I connect to this one? If I connect both to the same one. And there you have it. Mushroom music.
When the sun go down,
When the sun go down,
I'll be so glad when the sun go down.
Atlanta, Georgia is known as the city for black prosperity, where African Americans' dreams come true. But have you ever heard of Oscarville? Brace yourself. This will have you glued to your phone as we explore today's black fact, Lake Lanier. About 40 minutes from Atlanta lies the city of Oscarville. Post-Emancipation Proclamation and segregation, this town was filled with black families that worked together to build a sustainable town. Rich soil for farming, schools, hospitals, churches, and much more. Unfortunately, the success wouldn't last too long. And in 1912, a black man by the name of Rob Edwards and two black teens, Ernest Knox, 16, and 18-year-old Oscar Daniel, were accused of raping and beating a white woman found in the woods near the town. Edwards, Daniels, and Knox were arrested and beaten and hung in front of a crowd of nearly 5,000. Once they were pronounced dead, their corpses were burned in the blazing fire as the crowd cheered and rejoiced. Similar to the story of Rosewood, this would happen to Oscarville, Georgia. After the horrific lynching, a mob gave 1,100 black residents notice to evacuate within 24 hours or face death. Eventually, all the black residents will leave, but after racial tensions died down slightly, some moved back in. Again, brace yourself. This is going to get eerie. Lake Lanier was created by the United States government in 1957. The government forced lifelong residents out, offering them little to nothing for their farmland, exhumed bodies, and relocated over 20 cemeteries. Tragically, they didn't manage to move all of the grave sites. The Buford's Dam was constructed, and Lake Lanier was placed over a whole town. Yes, you indeed can dive into the water, and if you go deep enough, see tombstones, buildings, and maybe even ghosts. Native Georgian residents urge tourists not to swim there. If you Google Lake Lanier and type in the word news, you will see that bodies being found in that lake is not uncommon. It's been speculated that it's haunted. Since 1994, there has been over 200 people who have died in the lake. Many unexplained boating accidents, and one survivor claimed a ghost pulled him down as he barely escaped drowning. Whether you believe in the spiritual world or not, there are hundreds of black cities which have suffered at the hands of systematic genocidal atrocities like this throughout the United States.